This black part right here goes onto the dovetails in there, which are green on this piece. It slides in this direction, so you would put it here and then slide it up. It might be quite tight, in which case, instead of trying to push it on with brute force, which might snap this green piece, you should use sandpaper or a small file, or like one of those files on the back of a nail clipper, or like an X-Acto, something to make the dovetails on this green piece or the dovetails on this black piece less tight, make them looser. Then slide this on until the surface of the dovetails is flat with the surface of this black piece in here, which is kind of hard to see. There you go, you can see it reflecting off the light. You want the tip of those dovetails and this surface of the black piece to be flush. At that point, you will then take your small spring, and then you can either put it onto the catch, in which place it should stick in place and not fall out, or you can put it on the little hole or divot right there on that green piece. In which case, you would then put this arm down like that. I'm going to put the spring on my catch. You want to look at your catch. There is one side that will be flat up here and one side that will be slightly angled up here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a slight angle right there. This side is flat. You want the flat side facing this way. So the flat side is this direction to this way is the flat side. So the flat side will be at the back of the blaster. And you will just put this in, lining up the spring with the little divot, put it lined up like that, and then you can push it in a bit and then pivot it down, like so. You don't want to let it go, just like I did. You want to hold it in place until you're sure that the spring isn't going anywhere, because if you let go and this falls out, then the spring will go whee, and then you'll have no more spring. If you lose your spring during this step, you can use the spring from like a clicky pen. That will be weaker, probably, than this spring, but it should still work, hopefully. It's not ideal, but it will work. So yeah, the spring is now right there in the top middle of that part, as you can see. And then you'll take your stock part, take this. In between those steps, you do want to make sure that this arm right here is nice and loose. Should be able to pivot freely. You'll then take this stock part, slide it over this. It's kind of hard to see because my shirt is also black, but there are small weird dovetails right here, which you want to line up, and then also these two, the two black parts, which you can see there, also have a sort of dovetail feature in this little arm thing here, so you want to have those both line up. And in all of that, you don't want the spring to come loose. You don't want the catch to come unaligned while you're doing this. So just push those bits together. I find it easier to push in the bottom bit first, so just pivot it up a little bit, push that bottom bit in, and then come down. And then push it together until there's no more gap in between these two bits, or in this black piece right here should be flush with the back of the green bit. So you can see it's not quite there yet. And now it is nice and flush right there. So yeah, you can see those little dovetails have grabbed there, and this bit, there you go, you can see in the light, that bit there, this bit has gone into this bit right there. At this point, you want to make sure that it's not too tight, so you'll then take a threaded rod. Ignore the nut on this. There won't be a nut in your kit, but you want to make sure that you can push through the rod hole and feel the spring pushing back against you, which means that the catch is working well and the spring hasn't come out. So this is good. Works nice. At that point, you can also try testing it with a plunger assembled. So here's my plunger assembled. You want to make sure that the catch notch is facing up. There you go, like that. There you go. So I pushed that in. It comes out the back, which it's supposed to do. And then I try pulling it there. It doesn't come out. You would then use the threaded rod to release that for it to come all the way out. Push that down, and then you can push it out from the back if you push in the threaded rod enough and make sure that it's not getting caught up in this circle a bit. And then, yeah, that comes out.